Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Earbones podcast, the podcast that for the second week in a row is unprepared.
It's not my fault, though. Yeah,
No, it's out of your hands.
it is out of my hands.
He referring to you not getting your books last week.
No, they are still on their way, and it's only been what?
We'll put it this way: you got this week's books already,
Yeah,
and last week's books are still not at your house.
they were supposed to be at my house the 22nd.
And they were in Montana.
Oh, they were in Montana, and then they went to Colorado,
Man,
and then they went back to Pennsylvania.
I got mine the day after. Friday was a holiday of some sorts for Easter. I got mine the next day. But nevertheless, we're trying to deliver something. I'm not completely dying anymore. I feel a little better.
Yeah, he sounds better, doesn't he?
Let's hope so. You read 2 of my books.
3. I read 3.
You did read 3, and the one counts as 5.
It does. It does.
So you read 7.
Yes, 7. 7 sounds about right.
This is not a math podcast, so we're all right.
Math is hard.
Is there a book that one of the 3 that you want to talk about, that you were excited about?
Let's get Spider-Man out of the way.
You just want to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Are we not talking about Deadpool again this week?
We can talk about it.
I didn't pull out any issues or anything.
Oh my God, guy.
I'm still recuperating.
It's up to you. I mean, I'm cool with it if you want to.
Well, let's talk about Spider-Man. You want to talk about Spider-Man?
Let's talk about Spider-Man.
I don't know what the regular cover looks like, but I got the variant. I don't even know what variant this is. But Superior Spider-Man number 31, the final issue.
Sadly.
And, I mean, if I can say anything about it, it's that it seemed like everything got tied up in the end. It's not really, I mean, other than obviously what Amazing Spider-Man's going to be is Peter getting his life back on track. But everything that happened in this is back together?
Yeah, but I feel like everything that was wrong with his life, they summed up in that last Mary Jane story. Like the last little section.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I really like the part, though, where he ripped off the Goblin's mask and had no idea who the guy was.
yeah.
But then he ended up escaping. I'm waiting to see him come back as, like, this super, because he doesn't have the Goblin in him anymore. Did I just say words? He doesn't have the Goblin in him anymore. So he said, like, I've always fought as this laughing kook, but now I have my wits about me. You'll never know who I am coming at you. I'm excited to see him back.
Yeah, I mean, again, that was Osborn, right?
Yes.
Who is this normie kid? That's his grandson?
Or it's his son.
No.
I guess it would be his grandson. Yes, it is his grandson. Because the woman said, your grandpa and I did this for you.
I feel like this whole thing was just a setup so they could start
A new Goblin?
$20.99.
Well, yeah, and I'm not getting on that.
You sure?
Yeah.
That seems like something you're going to get on.
No. I would get on Ultimate Spider-Man before I got on Spider-Man 2099.
Wow.
I don't know anything about Miles Morales. And he's the Ultimate Spider-Man.
I did like, I was kind of upset that every, like, love interest of Peter was...
They just gave it up.
Yeah, they just ran away. Except for that little one.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I honestly... Is Dan Slott writing amazing, or is there somebody new taking over?
It's probably Dan Slott. He's been writing it for like 40 years.
Well, he wrote all of Superior. And I imagine if he's still writing it, she'll be involved somehow.
I'm pretty sure he wrote like at least 100 issues of Amazing Spider-Man before this.
I think so. Yes, I do. I know he wrote, I read somewhere he wrote a lot of it. But as long as we get Humberto Ramos away from the artwork, we should be all right.
How do you allow someone to write Spider-Man that long?
Hold on. Can we talk about the Silver Surfer?
Yeah, what's going on?
5 pages that got thrown in the back that nobody knows what they are, and they're not even told. They didn't tell us it's from an issue, and they just said what issue 1's on sale now.
Maybe it's on the regular cover.
That's possible. It might say something Silver Surfer. Yeah,
But still, like there wasn't anything like leading in. It just started.
Yeah. Do you think this book is worth $5.99? If I mean, put it this way: if you weren't subscribed to this book, this was the last one, you maybe hopped on 10 issues ago, and this came out this week or last week, and you went to a local comic shop and you saw it on there for $5.99. Would you pay this money?
No.
Why?
Well, I just feel like.
Now, mind you, this book might be the same size as the Deadpool that was $10.
I just didn't like a lot of things in it. Like I didn't like how
for as big as it is, nothing happened.
How like Cap and them knew it was Peter because he said one joke.
Yeah.
Or like
I liked the moment where Goblin knew it was him because of the joke he said.
Yeah.
I did like that.
That was
was a little
nice.
nice touch.
But I mean,
But as soon as it started being Peter, he just started whining and bitching.
yeah. Like he got this like annoying like I don't want to throw Superman under the bus, but he got like the Superman attitude. Like,
I don't know.
do good.
I feel like because he lived all of Doc Ock's experiences, he needs to have a dark side in him now. He needs to be a little more
Or
vicious.
something,
They can't just go back to the well for the same old, can they?
Because I feel like there's like no consequences right now.
No, there isn't.
I mean, the fact that he lost all his women, that's about it.
I mean, I liked how he said, "Oh, I learned how to save people from falling," and he grabbed them by the hands.
Yeah, that was nice.
And it was a nice callback to Gwen dying and everything.
I'd like to call back to Gwen, just because I like Gwen.
But all in all, it wasn't anything spectacular. It was a fun run.
It wasn't spectacular. It was superior. Come on, guy.
If you put all 31 issues together, it was amazing. I loved it.
It was.
But this issue standalone can't.
If you put all 30 issues,
We have to include this one. 'Cause
actually Ock in
it's
it,
part of the run.
I guess, but still.
I mean, I think Ock could be an ongoing character in his conscience from here on out. Not in an actual literal sense, but him always thinking of Ock.
That'd be cool. What if he got into the AI world?
You're just saying that because you're thinking of Avengers AI from last week. And from Justice League segue.
Ooh.
From Justice League this week, which I fucking love this book.
It was awesome.
You know I love the Metal Men.
Yes.
The one problem I had with this is obviously I wasn't reading Justice League, apparently, at Justice League 18 when Cyborg met Platinum originally. I didn't know that.
You know what? I was on it, and I don't even remember that.
But tell me this book wasn't just great all around.
It was fantastic. It made me enjoy Cyborg, and that's something rare.
The craziest part about this is Cyborg was brought in for this run of Justice League as a main roster member. Before this, he wasn't really a main roster. He was more of a Teen Titan, correct?
Yes.
And now, the last 2 or 3 issues, it's been solely him. It's just him running the Justice League. The book is about him, and he's carrying it. And it's fantastic.
I know, right? He needs his ongoing.
He does. He does really
I don't know
need
if he has enough of a villain cast to do that, but...
no, I could see it more of like an agent.
I like that Grid is still stuck in his old body. Like, you can't delete him.
Yeah. The panels where he's ripping his body off.
Yes.
Like where he says, I'm not going to embrace my machine part. I'm not going to embrace my human part. I'm both. I am Cyborg. Fantastic.
It was pretty fantastic. Right?
Because Grid tethered himself to him and said that this is where we're going to do the final battle. And then Cyborg ended up winning out.
You know what? I think that was fitting. I mean, that really captured what him and Cyborg's battle's been about the whole time.
Yeah, but it did show that Cyborg can take down, because Grid seemed almost unbeatable.
Well, pretty much so. I mean, he controlled and saw everything, except for the Metal Men.
Oh, the Metal Men. I love the Metal Men. They were just so good in this.
Their new, iterations, certainly. I feel like they capture their personalities better.
I mean, it's almost the same. Like when Mercury says, "I'm Mercury, the only metal liquid at room temperature." He said that in every Metal Men book ever. And when I read that in here, I was so excited about it. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it was very good.
At the end of this, Steve Trevor, Wonder Woman's man.
X-Man,
they have a connection. They come running in saying, "We know how to get them out of the Firestorm prison with Wonder Woman's lasso."
Mm-hmm.
And then Cyborg grabs it and says, "I'm going." Like it's an adventure time. So, I mean, I like that, and it's going to be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, I'd like the Killer Frost appearance.
Yeah, she said one word, was it?
Yeah, it's Killer Frost. He's like, "Shut up, bitch."
That's pretty much what he said.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he said, word for word. Quote.
But, I mean, this... As much as I hate how long Forever Evil's going to... By the way, are you getting Forever Evil?
Yes.
Do you see it got bumped up $1?
So they delay it 2 months and then bump it up $1.
Yes. Yes, they did.
Apparently, Nightwing's not dead.
That's in news. I have some
confused.
news this week for later.
I'm so confused.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. So confused.
What else did you read? You read Thor.
I did read Thor.
Oh my god. Some amazing books this week.
The past Thor parts were amazing.
I just want to say, King Thor made old Galactus puke up worlds.
That's just something.
That's what it said.
What do you you can't top that.
They destroyed the moon.
Yeah.
And then old Thor, King Thor, said, "I'm going to make a new moon out of Galactus's head."
What? Amazing.
Jason Aaron knows how to write Thor. Jason Aaron needs to write 100 issues of Thor, just like Dan Slott's writing 100 issues of Spider-Man.
They should let him. Why not?
It's so good. We have Roxanne took over the city of Broxton. Am I correct?
Yes.
That's what happened?
I was trying to think. That's the guy that turned into that weird...
The Minotaur.
Yes.
Yes. And then Thor came and got all mad about it and started crashing shit, which was the plan, apparently. And they're going to sue him.
Yeah.
Do you think he should get She-Hulk?
I was going to say, we need a She-Hulk appearance.
Or Daredevil?
No. No, I think She-Hulk would...
Well, let's see. She-Hulk's practicing in what, New York?
Yes.
And
Daredevil's
in California.
But
and
Daredevil doesn't do Superhuman.
But they're in Texas. It's kind of closer to...
I guess.
I mean,
you're a flying thunder god. I mean...
They should go to that space court.
Yeah.
From She-Hulk, the last volume I read of She-Hulk.
Look at you, guy.
Pulling it out.
Oh, boy. We got references.
They pretty much destroyed the Earth as they were fighting.
Yeah, and Galactus made a remark about it. I can't remember what he said.
He said you failed Earth before.
Yeah.
Probably referencing to this, like what's going on now.
I feel like it's all going to tie together at some point.
Yes, it is. And then at the end of this, Ulik the Troll is revealed.
Yes.
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
If Ulik the Troll was the troll when they had their realm army, like they had a person from each like realm in this army together with Thor, like a group, or if I'm remembering Ulik the Troll from like old Thor books and like maybe a few Iron Man books. I'm not sure.
You know more than me because I was like, I don't even.
You
know
had no idea who he
this
was?
is. No idea.
I recognize the name, but I don't know if it's from that or from, I don't know. Either
the
way,
name did sound familiar, but
either way, he's a troll and he's a badass.
That's all you need.
So it's going to be fun.
And he's working for the Minotaur guy. So.
Yes, he is. And as long as Jason Aaron's writing this, I'll read it no matter what's going on. All Red could do the art, and I'd read it.
Whoa.
That's a pretty big endorsement.
Oh.
Let me jump to this number one here.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Sinestro number one, written by Colin Bunn, who writes everything good. And can I first say, I'm not 100%. I mean, like most number ones I get with these characters, I'm never familiar with the characters. I know who Sinestro is. I know about the yellow ring, the Yellow Lanterns.
Yeah.
I know about the war he waged. I know all that, but I don't know much about him in particular.
Yeah, we probably know about the same. I'll give you that.
It opens up with him talking about his homeworld, how he failed them, how he kind of became what he was, and he's just kind of meditating, and it ends up getting pretty badass where he fights these animals without the ring.
Oh.
So apparently Sinestro is a badass.
He looks like
He doesn't just like hide behind his ring.
Just a weird purple guy.
It's weird. Sometimes he's purple, sometimes he's pink, sometimes he's red. I don't understand.
Yeah, they need to...
Eventually this woman comes out of nowhere who I'm not familiar with who she is. Lyssa Drack.
Drax?
No, Drack.
Oh.
Lyssadrak.
No idea.
He calls her the lore keeper of the Yellow Lanterns, and that she was one of his first recruits.
Oh?
But she talks about things here and there about that there's still some of his kind out there, because I guess his world got destroyed at some point. And I guess some disappeared before it got destroyed, and he didn't know that, but there's still some out there. He talks about how the Yellow Lanterns is under control of, his name is Acrillo.
No idea.
It looks like that.
You know what? I've seen him
I've
before.
seen him around.
Yes.
But I guess he's the general. He's kind of being in charge, but he's just giving out Yellow Lantern rings to anybody.
Oh. Where can I get in line?
They talk a little bit about Sinestro's daughter, who's apparently a Green Lantern.
I didn't even know he had a daughter.
Yeah, I guess he was a Green Lantern when...
I knew he was a Green Lantern.
He was a Green Lantern when he had her, and then his wife died, and then that turned him into a yellow. I don't know.
Makes sense. That would make me.
There's this new group here that look badass.
Who were they?
They're like the Legion of Anti-Emotion.
Wow.
So they wouldn't be fearful. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't matter.
Wow. Oh.
And I guess they're just like gaining strength and gaining recruits through force if necessary.
That's an interesting twist.
Colin Bunn knows how to do it. And then he asks her, how do you know all this? Are you a prophet? And I guess there was some book that was destroyed, and she inscribed it on her body.
That looks horrible
So I guess now she is like the Yellow Lantern. Like she can empower him. You know what I'm saying here?
You mean like
she can recharge the ring.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And I don't know. It's just
That's interesting.
I mean, there's some beautiful pages in here when he's recharging and whatnot.
I mean, the art looks good.
He goes into this. I mean, yeah, it's decent. I really did enjoy it. The artist is Dale Eaglesham.
Eagleshank.
Great name.
Never heard.
Eaglesham.
Eaglesham.
He goes into this laboratory and steals back some people that they have there, like some of his own people.
Huh.
And can I just say,
wait, are his people pink?
yes,
Red?
yes,
Okay.
yes, they are. Can I just say that the more they are publicizing Romita is coming, the worse it's looking. That looks horrible.
Yeah, it does.
He saves some. He goes back and, Akrillo's yelling at him and saying, like, nobody here respects you anymore. No, you don't lead here. And he kind of just doesn't even look at him and just ignores him. And I guess the Yellow Lanterns Akrillo's Yellow Lanterns were going to wage war on the Green Lanterns. And he says that we already have our first prisoner, and it is Sinestro's daughter.
You know what? I feel like I know who she is.
Her name is Soranik.
I feel like
If you've seen that mark under her eye, then you've known, because I think that's the main giver of what she is.
I feel like in the Justice League cartoon, she's like the guy who trained Hal Jordan.
Really?
Or Jon Stewart, I mean.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, don't quote me. I'm probably wrong. I watched that like 2 years ago.
But all in all, this book, it was, I mean, for a $2.99 book, there's a lot of story
It's
in
only
here.
$2.99.
It's only $2.99. And I recommend, I can't say everything because I don't read everything Colin Bunn writes, but I've read this. I read his Deadpool Versus series, his Deadpool Kills series, and everything that I've chosen to read by Colin Bunn has not let me down. And me not knowing a lot about Sinestro, I would recommend this. I would highly recommend this.
Well, I might jump on that for $2.99. Why not?
But if you don't know, or if you do know a lot about Sinestro, I don't know how true to the character it is. That's the one thing I can't vouch for.
That's true. That's true.
Moving on to Deadpool versus Carnage, another Colin Bunn written book, and these covers are horrible. That's not Carnage.
No, who is that? Is
think
it supposed to be Carnage?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was Red Skull.
It does kind of look like Red Skull. It's a very good book, though. It's I don't want to say it's good, because I throw that word around a lot. It's very fun. It's a fun book to read. You'll smile. I smiled all the way through it. Deadpool uses dubstep.
What?
He references that he's been working with the Thunderbolts, working with Venom. He's like, I've been working with your daddy. He's like, and I know he doesn't like it. So he plays it, like, because the symbiote doesn't like Sonics.
Yeah.
And he plays it really loud towards him, and then it eventually breaks. And Carnage's like, well, I'm not like my daddy.
Oh.
He's like, they don't put me down. They don't hurt me. They can hurt me, but they don't put me down. Something like that.
Wow. That's interesting.
It's super fun. The covers are nothing like the interior. That's the main part. Eventually, there's a part where Carnage thinks he gets away. He at the end, when him and Shriek get away, because Shriek shows up at the end of the last issue.
Yeah, yeah.
They're driving away. He's like, you can't predict where I'm going to be because I'm chaos. I am chaos. You can't predict anything. And Deadpool's like, well, we kind of think the same. We're both crazy. We're the same kind of crazy. I can follow you. So Deadpool goes to stalk up somewhere at one of his... He talks about how he has storage shelters everywhere. He's like, I got storage shelters everywhere. And he goes to get one under a fake name, and it was auctioned off. So he goes to this guy's house, and it's this monstrous fat guy wearing one of his suits. Doesn't fit him. He's like, Deadpool, I didn't even know who you were, but now I know. He's like, and I see it. I see the patterns. I see where Carnage is. And Deadpool's like, what? He's like, I'm going to come in here and kill you, take my stuff, and go. But, well, I guess the Zeitgeist is talking to me. And then you see Carnage, but not as Carnage. What's the guy's name? Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah, Cletus.
It's Cletus and Shriek driving down the road. And you just hear, hey, thought I wasn't going to find you. And there's like a recorder, like a little tape recorder in the back of the car. And they're all looking around for him. And there's a tractor trailer in front of the car with a giant combine on it. And Deadpool's in it, and he's like, you guys are looking the wrong way. And he drives it into the car, off of the truck, into the car on the highway, taking out many other cars with it. And Shriek, like, bashes her face off the windshield and dies. And well, I don't know if she dies, but she gets pretty injured.
Well, those aren't...
They're not in continuity, so she could die.
She could die.
But Carnage gets all upset. He goes, that's it! Now it's Carnage versus Deadpool round 2. And then Deadpool says, don't you mean Deadpool versus Carnage? End scene. End of the book.
Cliffhanger. You seem to have enjoyed it, though.
It's very fun. I loved it. I mean, when I saw the car driving down the highway with the Combine in front of it, I said, there's no way they're not using that. You don't just put a Combine in a book and not use it.
Yeah.
One fun note was the storage unit place where he was looking for it was called the Storage Bungalow. Like Colin Bunn, Bungalow.
I see what you did there.
It's a good one. Respect to Colin Bunn for that one.
Hey, man, he's good at what he does.
I wanted you to read this. You're gonna bring me at least a couple words next week about this.
Okay.
I'm still gonna tell you about it.
All right.
It opens up. Marrow's just swearing and bitching at why Psylocke on this team. She's not killing. She says non-lethal assassin doesn't make sense. And it's basically a Psylocke-driven story. It's very good.
Oh, I might enjoy that then.
She shuts off Marrow's ability to swear. So Marrow says like weird things here and there that are supposed to be swear words, but she can't say swears, so they just come out weird things, and people are laughing at him. She doesn't know why. There's a moment where they find this like prison because they're looking for that Volga character, that big bad who you know what I mean, who captured Meme.
Yeah.
They're looking for him, and they find a mutant prison. Psylocke goes in alone. And they release all the prisoners, and they're all about to storm into this place that they know that was like the emergency protocol. 50 of these men in Psy helmets went in there, so like Psylocke can't just drop them or anything. So they're all waiting at the door. Psylocke turns around and says, "This isn't how it's going to happen." And she puts every one of the mutants there with her to sleep, like Cable, Marrow, all the ones they just unleashed. Put them all to sleep. When they all wake up, they walk in this room, and all 50 of these men are just destroyed. Psylocke went in there and killed every one of them by herself.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the whole book plays on this thing like, it's been so many days since I've done this. It's been so-and-so since I've done this. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And then it ends with like, it's been 0 days since I've done this.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it's just like, she says she doesn't want to kill, but if she has to, she does. And then the ending, Volga ends up being a mutant somehow. I don't know.
Saw that coming.
But they can't. She didn't find him on Cerebra. What Cerebra?
Cerebro. Yeah.
Not Bro. There's the other one. Cerebra.
I think it's Cerebro.
It's not Cerebro because Cerebro was the original one.
Oh, I didn't realize.
The new one's Cerebra.
My bad.
I think I'm pretty sure.
My bad.
But yeah, you got to read this and find out, because at the end, the very last panel, Psylocke switches off Marrow's ability to swear, so it ends damn, because something big happened. I can't really remember what happened.
Well, I will definitely read if my books get here before next year.
And it's a Psylocke-driven story, which I think you'll enjoy.
I do enjoy Psylocke.
I'm gonna talk about Voice in the Dark real quick, because I mean normally I don't touch much on the books that I don't feel like a lot of people are reading, but I feel like people need to be reading this book. Although there's only one more issue left of the Killing Game arc, and as I told you, he's writing for these for trade.
Yeah.
So they're not. It's not really considered an ongoing anymore. They're going to be considered miniseries, but the next one got approved. But it's so good. The character interaction is fantastic in this. This is number 6 of Voice in the Dark, Killing Game Part 4, and she's just stalking her next kill because, as you know, she's a serial killer.
Yeah.
And she just can't, find a moment to do it. Eventually, there's a Halloween party at the sorority, so she dresses up as this, Egyptian princess and nobody even recognizes, not even her friend recognizes it's her. So she's going in to case the joint. Meets a guy at the party in this ski mask looking like Jason, who says that he's just like a photographer there. He's just there doing whatever, And he kind of points her out when she gets there. He's like, "You're not like these people. Why are you here?" He I don't know. He finds her.
Oh.
And then he says, "All right, I owe this guy a dance," and she ends up sneaking up into the house to take pictures. The girl who she's there to kill boyfriend is there in the room. Really big hairy dude. Attempts to try to rape her.
Oh.
And this dude in the ski mask comes and beats the shit out of him. And then she runs away. And then she says, all right, well, I don't have to wait till he's not there because I'm going to kill them both. So she's going to kill the girl and the girl's boyfriend now. And that's the end of this issue.
Is that the end of that miniseries?
One more.
One more?
Yeah, there's one more in Killing Game, and I imagine that's where she'll kill the two. And I hope this guy becomes a recurring character.
Yeah, I like the Jason mask.
And they also said that they might be, they're working on might be colored. Like it might not just be black and gray anymore. They might color it for the next series. Who knows? Nothing?
I know. I was trying to think. This isn't the one where the guy uses his mouth.
Yes, it is.
It is?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Then
Laramie Taylor.
Then God help the guy.
Yeah.
for coloring.
I think he'd have a colorist, though.
I would hope.
Because he doesn't do these covers. He doesn't do the colors on the covers. He draws the covers.
I don't doubt that he could do it, just if you want it in a timely manner.
Well, he said that the guy who does these colors for these covers, it takes like 2 weeks for him to do one cover.
Wow.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how to color either, though.
I mean, I could see it, but...
I didn't read God is Dead last week. Nobody seems to care about that book anyway. I might be dropping it.
You don't even care about it.
I might be dropping it if I wasn't on the limit of how many books I needed for my discount, I'd drop it. I actually had to pick a book up this week.
Really?
Because something got ended or something and it dropped it down.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, I thought I took care of that, though. I don't know. What did I add, even? It was something bad.
Oh, boy.
It was something really bad. Oh, no, I
X-Force.
added Earth 2 again.
Oh. Ooh.
It was a $2.99 book. I just threw it on there. I'm going to touch on Supergirl now. The last book of the week, I believe. Supergirl number 30. You should have read this, man.
Wait,
The Red Lanterns defend this world in their, it's in their sector. Their sector.
Yes, their sector.
They defend it from these invaders that are coming in. You remember that Blaze character that escaped from Supergirl's prison thing? The Veritas inside of the center of the earth.
Yes.
That Blaze character.
Yes.
She escapes and she's in New York hunting Supergirl or Silver Banshee. She saw them both. I don't know who she's really hunting. Guy Gardner no longer has a mustache. He has a kick-ass goatee.
Oh.
So I feel like he's in a bit of a personality crisis. He doesn't know what he's doing.
That's a big jump.
But we find out that these people that were invading this country were, I guess it was a world. They were invading the world. This race invade the world and kill off most of the people so that the other ones are stronger. And they use Kryptonian as the prime example of this. So then when they find out that the Red Lantern was a Kryptonian, they're like, we're going after her. And they look pretty badass.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, great back and forth between the characters here, too. It seems Guy Gardner still doesn't want Supergirl on the team, but both the ball guy,
the ball guy,
and the goat guy both want her really bad on the team.
Is she done just screaming?
Yes, she talks now.
Okay.
There's actually moments where she's just using her Kryptonian powers in fighting, and then it had to be the ball guy. He's like, "You're Red Lantern. Why aren't you using the ring?" He's like, "You want me to get mad?" And then she just threw one guy against 500 guys, just rolled him.
Wow.
But still didn't use the ring.
I'll have to read that.
It's good. It's really good. The Red Daughter of Krypton storyline is going to be a fantastic trade to pick up because hopefully it'll be in order.
Yeah, unlike the release order. We're out of books.
I got some news though.
What a bad week. I apologize.
First off, do you want to talk a bit about the Eisners, the comic awards?
Oh yeah, I did hear about them.
Did you see any of the nominees or anything?
No.
A few of them, we're not really going to be interested in because we don't know any of these best short stories.
Yeah, that's...
Best single issue, self-published. There's only one Marvel, and it's Hawkeye number 11. Pizza is my business. You had to have read it because you were on Hawkeye since the beginning.
That might be the dog one.
Really?
Yeah.
Number 11.
I believe so.
Wow.
It was really good though. not the dog one you're thinking about.
Okay.
It's different.
All right. Well, best continuing series, we have East of West by Hickman, Hawkeye, Matt Fraction, Nowhere Men by Eric Stevenson, Saga, obviously, and Sex Criminals by Matt Fraction. So, all Image titles except for Hawkeye, the Marvel title, in best continuing series.
Well, that's something. Well, that's because every Marvel title just ends.
Yeah. Well, best limited series, 3 Dark Horses and 2 Vertigos.
Wow.
Best new series, Monkey Brain, Lazarus, Image. Monkey Brain, Image, Paradigm. I don't even know what that is. They have a bunch of best web comics and shit that I don't even know anything about.
Yeah, I'm not really into that.
Trying to get the creators here. Best writers. We have Kelly Sue DeConnick. She's writing Pretty Deadly as well as Captain Marvel. You reading Captain Marvel?
Yes.
I know her writing from Avengers Assemble, which I don't think is a book anymore.
No.
Matt Fraction, writing Sex Criminals, Hawkeye, Fantastic Four, FF. Obviously, you knew this name was going to be on there. Jonathan Hickman.
Of course.
East of West, Manhattan Projects, Avengers, Infinity. Scott Snyder for Batman, American Vampire, and The Wake.
Oh.
Eric Stevenson for Nowhere Men, and Brian K. Vaughan for Saga.
Still don't see the appeal of Saga. I mean, it's good.
You read the first trade.
I mean, it was good.
I
But
finished the second trade.
is it get better?
It's really good.
Oh, okay.
Best writer and artist, all little studios. Like, I don't know any of these people. Best penciler, inker team. Image, Vertigo, Image. Best cover artist, I believe Michael Del Mundo should win that hands over fist. The X-Men Legacy covers.
Yeah, this is pretty fantastic.
David Anya is also up for that from Hawkeye. The Wake, Pretty Deadly, Daredevil. Chris Samney from Daredevil is up for that as well.
Really?
Yeah, and
he deserves it.
Saga. Best coloring, best comic. Yeah, nothing else there really matters. But yeah, to the news. Dick Grayson's not dead.
Yeah, I see this now.
In his new book, it's called Grayson.
Yeah.
He's going to be a super spy.
Yeah.
And he has to fake his own death. He has to pretend like he's dead to everybody.
Because you can't tell you're the same person with that little mask.
He's not wearing a mask anymore.
I know, but I mean,
Although he will be wearing a G, like in the center of his suit, in like reference to his Robin to the R.
for Grayson.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you feel about that?
I'm gonna hop
I
on
mean,
it.
you were on Nightwing.
I'm gonna hop on it. I'm gonna see what it's about. I feel like a super spy book in DC is weird. It's not done a lot. I was thinking about that today. Like, that's what all of Marvel's books are now. Like, a lot of them involve like super spies and S.H.I.E.L.D. and everything, but like DC doesn't really have that.
Yeah, but I think like the single character stories are sometimes more enjoyable.
I mean, I'm gonna hop on. I hope it's only $2.99. It's probably not gonna be.
I just feel like they really like cheapened the blow of Forever Evil by it.
Yeah,
I mean,
they definitely did.
it's like
Especially
what's the
because you
point?
already know it happened.
Yeah, like it's like what's the point?
Speaking of death, we know 3 Months to Die. The Wolverine story arc's coming up.
Yeah, Charles Soule.
Charles Soule is gonna be writing Death of Wolverine.
Yeah, you getting on that?
No,
Really?
no,
Because he's not going to die in the end.
it's a miniseries anyway. I'll pick it up somewhere to call it if I have to, but I'm not hopping on it.
Why can't they kill off Wolverine for a year?
Why can't they kill Wolverine for like 5 years?
Well, come on now.
Kill off Wolverine and let Dakin come and take over. Dakin's a badass character.
Isn't Dakin dead?
Dakin is dead.
Uh,
Let him come back and kill his dad.
Oh.
Let X-23 kill him. She's still around. She's in. Oh well, I don't know if she was in Avengers Academy.
Yeah, there
Not
you
Avengers
go.
Academy, Avengers Arena. I don't know if she's in the new Avengers, Undercover Avengers. I don't know. I haven't seen her yet. Did you see Ash is getting married from Army of Darkness?
I did.
To some character named Sheila. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
Some of the covers look sweet, and it's Steve Niles writing, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be well written.
I feel like I missed so many of those comics. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
The artist's name is Nacho.
Oh,
Nacho something. I don't
Libre.
want to say Nunez and sound racist. It's not Nunez.
Not. Come on, the name's Nacho.
It's Nacho. It starts with an N. It's double N. I don't know what it is though. There's a weekly Earth 2 series.
I saw that. I was
called
wondering
World's
if you're getting
End.
on that.
No, I'm not. I just hopped on Earth 2 again. I'm hoping that the new solicitations get worked into our website so I can hop on a newer series and get rid of Earth 2.
That Earth 2 and the weekly Earth 2 are different things.
No, it's the same universe,
Well, I know it's the
but
same.
they're not switching Earth
same
2
book.
to weekly.
Oh, okay.
It's an entirely different book.
See, I didn't really read into it because I don't care about Earth 2.
I mean, did you see the previews for World's End though? It looks pretty badass. Like the pages where they're all like robotic.
Yes,
Oh, that looks fucking awesome.
it does. But again, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd probably be cool to look at, but
Yeah,
read is a whole different story.
exactly.
Ray Fisher was cast as Cyborg in
I
the
saw that.
Batman Superman movie.
Yeah, which is pretty much Justice
The
League.
whole Justice League is in it now.
Yeah, I mean, why don't we just call it Justice League and get it over with?
Well, because see, I when I read this, I thought of the whole movie playing out, and then somehow something happens, and all of them just get together at the end, and they're all just standing side by side, looking around, and then it's like that's it, and then that's their preview to Justice League.
DC needs to.
Maybe we just shouldn't compare it so much to Marvel Studios. I know that's going to be impossible to do, but we just need to let them do what they're doing and hope that it's good.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're not doing anything.
They're
Like-
just saying they're
like,
doing
I
things.
mean, Marvel has a solid lineup for like the next 4 years.
Didn't I
Wait,
tell
went
you
up
they
to
had
2020 or
Yes,
something. But I
yes.
mean, like realistically, what they're definitely working on right now.
Yeah. What we're going to see.
DC has what? Maybe Batman, Superman. Then that's probably not even gonna be the title by the time we get there.
I mean, they have TV shows.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, There's a Friday the 13th TV show coming out.
Really?
Yeah, and they're gonna say they're gonna focus on Jason being reimagined in multiple time periods.
There was a Friday the 13th TV show, but it wasn't like. It wasn't Jason. It was more like, kind of like Twilight Zone stories, like little short horror stories.
That sounds like what this is gonna be because they're reimagining him in other periods.
Yeah, but he had nothing. There was no Jason
Really?
at all. It was just called Friday the 13th.
So it was like Jason Goes to Hell.
Come on, those weird like things at the end of Jason Goes to Hell, poking out of the floorboards.
I don't want to talk about Jason Goes to Hell.
That's. Are you okay?
No.
He just had a seizure.
No, I didn't.
Well, I'm gonna throw this little bit in there.
What do you got?
Starting with She-Hulk #5, there's a new artist.
Who?
It is.
Is it anybody I know?
No, because I looked him up and only thing I could find that he did like by Marvel or DC was one variant cover to Mighty Avengers.
That I also wouldn't have seen.
Yeah, he's very like, I feel like it's like Glennondale or something.
Did you see any of his work? Does it look better than?
It looks better, but it's still like this weird stylized. But he can draw faces, so that's something.
There's something I have on my phone that I want to talk about. I don't know where my phone is. Give me 1 minute.
Okay, but
Talk.
He's very demanding, but hopefully he stays on it. I think that Polo guy's still on till issue 5, but starting 6, it's going to be that new fella. He seems to have seriously lost his phone. He's just barging in places, ruining people's days. You don't have a phone.
I don't know.
He lost his phone.
I think I left it in the car.
Do you remember what it was?
Yes, but it's a graphic I have to look at to know what it is.
Oh boy. Spider-Man next weekend.
What?
Spider-Man next weekend.
Hopefully I'm healthy. My birthday's Sunday.
Oh, happy birthday.
No, I want to say happy birthday to my sister, which is tomorrow.
Oh, well, happy birthday to your sister.
She probably doesn't listen because nobody does.
No one does. My girlfriend does.
Bullshit lies.
She does?
No.
She does? So that's some.
I need to. I don't even know what to search. It was a bracket of just like super powered beings fought off, and it was already done. And I wanted to talk to you about how it went.
Oh, well, you better find that. This is why we aren't good. That's why no one listens.
No, because we're unprepared.
So we're talking about Daredevil next week. I mean, Deadpool next
We're
week.
talking about Deadpool next week. Yes. And I didn't make a character this week either. I wanted to talk a little more about Dina.
He didn't even make a. Oh my God.
It's going to be Dina part 2.
The quality has hit rock bottom.
Whoa, easy.
You thought last week was bad.
What do you mean? Last week was like a half hour. I sounded like this the whole time, and I just puked all over the mic.
It was 25 minutes, and I will count you did puke all over the mic.
No, I just found this bracket, and it said the winner is Batman, and now I'm pissed off about who he's fought. Hold on. This isn't even the bracket I wanted to talk about. But they have Batman's opponent through this, Spider-Man. Okay, he beats Spider-Man. Wonder Woman.
Doubtful.
He beats Wonder Woman.
Doubtful.
I think he would have somehow.
But he doesn't. Remember?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Then for some reason Xena is on this bracket.
Why is Xena?
And first off, Xena beats.
How'd Xena get that far?
Xena beat Barnog, whoever the fuck that is, and Aquaman. No way Xena beats Aquaman.
No, maybe on land.
And then Batman beats Xena, and then Batman beats Silver Surfer. Fucking bullshit.
How do you beat?
No, you don't beat the power cosmic.
How did he do that?
And then for the finale, he beat Wolverine.
How did he do that?
Wolverine, who beat Raphael to get into the final. Oh man,
That's not even fair.
Raphael beat just Samurai, whoever that is, and then Monkey King, whoever that is, and then Bumblebee. Let's be real here.
Why is Bumblebee on
This
there?
is the worst bracket I've ever
Why
seen.
did you got to set a limit, you know? I mean,
of who you're putting in the
you
brackets.
can't throw Transformers in there. This isn't Transformers versus G.I. Joes.
You could put Transformers in anything.
Wrong.
What do you mean wrong? I'm gonna find this bracket. Did you hop on or drop any books?
No, I did not. I like I said, I forgot I even was subscribed to comic books for about 2 weeks there. So, I mean, It's hard to know if I want to stay on something if I can't read it.
What the fuck is happening?
And apparently you got something this week that I didn't get.
What? Did you hop on Justice League United?
I thought I did. I don't know why I wouldn't have. Animalman's on there. And Martian Manhunter. And Stargirl.
I think you would have. Did you jump on Original Sin?
Yeah, I got the point. I got the 0.
Can I tell you how excited I am about Original Sin?
I hope it's good.
I see all of these fucking like previews. Like, I don't even care what book it's in. I want to read all of them. I'm almost ready to just subscribe to Original Sin event, and I've never subscribed to an event.
I want to see what the premise is. Like, if these secrets are actually anything worth reading. Like what's Daredevil's secret? I don't know.
I think Deadpool kills his parents. I think that's where that's going.
Wow, that'd be something.
Because we've never seen any of that.
I didn't even know Daredevil. Well, Daredevil's dad was a boxer, wasn't he?
Did I say Daredevil? I thought it was Deadpool. I thought I said Deadpool. Deadpool kills his parents.
We were talking about Daredevil, then
And
you
I
said
switched to
Deadpool
Okay.
killed
Yeah.
his parents, which I assumed you meant Daredevil's.
No, I think Deadpool killed his own parents. Is what I was getting at. Before he was technically Deadpool, because he would have just been a regular guy at that point.
That'd be interesting.
I don't know anybody else's though. Did you see the cover of Doctor Strange with Cap?
Yeah.
That one looks good too.
Isn't Doctor Strange like, and
I think that's Avengers.
isn't he like a big like demon thing now that he sold his soul? Or
Yeah, I guess he
they
is.
didn't really brush on that. They showed it.
Yeah, they showed him get super powered.
And then 4 issues later, nothing.
Yeah, it seems to be how it goes though.
Oh boy.
Dude, I'm gonna find this.
Take your time.
I can't take our time. That's dead air. You can't have dead air.
We don't have dead air. We have some banner going on here.
Barely,
Banner.
barely. I cracked a Bruce Banner joke earlier.
I know a lot of Bruce Banner jokes. Can't go wrong with that.
I don't even know what I'm looking for now. Okay, I remembered.
You're looking for a bracket.
I know, but in order to find it,
NHL playoff bracket.
I don't have one of those.
Well, you should.
Although I did.
Because you'd probably burn it.
We can't start talking about
I know.
hockey on here because I know nothing. I haven't watched, and you're a huge Penguins fan.
Yeah. Yeah. Soon to be Sharks fan.
What the fuck's going on here?
Oh my God! Language. PG.
I throw swear words around all the time.
Land Before Time.
What about it?
I don't know. That's just
Jurassic World. You excited?
What?
Jurassic World?
I don't even know what that is.
The new Jurassic Park.
Oh no.
Why are you not excited?
I don't know. Jurassic Park never appealed to me. Maybe because I watched it when I was old and lost the awe of it.
Maybe. They were the only movies that ever gave me nightmares.
Those velociraptors in the kitchen.
No, the T-Rex in the window.
Oh yeah, that's pretty scary.
That's the only. Honestly, though, that's the only thing that I've ever had a nightmare of in a movie.
Doom gave me nightmares, but that's about it.
Wait, hold on. Like the game or the
Yeah.
movie?
I was 3.
Okay,
guy.
I was gonna say if it was the movie that
Okay.
came out in like 2008.
I was 4. But The Rock was pretty scary.
He is a big dude.
Yeah, I can't wait for Hercules.
I can't.
When's Days of Future Past come out?
I have no idea. I found the bracket.
All right.
It took long enough.
Yeah.
It's a big bracket though.
Well, let's go for it.
So
let's hit it.
You want to talk about the whole thing? I mean, I guess we didn't give him a lot last week.
No, we didn't give you anything last week.
Well, I guess I didn't.
You listened to a man die.
All right, can I just say that their final winner overall, is Dr. Manhattan.
That's fair.
And I'm not going to tell you anybody else, but then we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
The first one is a 1 seed versus a 16 seed. Superman versus Supergirl.
Superman won.
Superman obviously wins because he has the experience and the pure power over Supergirl.
Yes, because
Now, if Supergirl's a Red Lantern,
and Supergirl.
Supergirl wins, obviously.
Certainly.
So, for the sake of this, are we just keeping her base powers as Supergirl?
I guess. Because, I mean, if you do that, then you can go like Superman under a red sun or under a blue
Yeah,
sun.
I guess
Or,
you're right.
you know, you got to have limits.
Namor versus Aquaman.
Oh. I'm going Namor. He's more ruthless.
I think Namor wins too. They have Namor winning. Doctor Strange versus Zatanna.
Probably Doctor Strange.
I think it has to be Doctor Strange because he was the master of the mystic arts.
Yeah, he was Sorcerer Supreme, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Captain Marvel versus Hawkman. This is the male Captain Marvel, I believe.
Oh, then probably
I'm going with Captain Marvel.
I would like to go Hawkman, but I doubt.
I mean, I just think that no matter what, even though Hawkman...
Whatever happened to Hawkman? He was in Justice League America.
He just disappeared.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, boy.
Professor Xavier versus the Flash.
Xavier. Just shut him down.
I guess. But could the Flash be faster than the speed of thought?
Well, he can. He's faster than time. So
Yes. So I think Flash could win.
yeah, but again,
Professor X is already dead.
Flash's powers are so. He's stronger than Superman, hands down. He can phase through anything.
Yeah. But you still think Professor X is winning?
I would go with Professor X.
I think if Professor X could get a beat on him, he gets it. I'll get the Professor X. But we need to remember that because they have Flash winning. So we need to remember that.
I assumed it would be Flash, but
Black Bolt versus Batman.
oh, Black Bolt.
Black Bolt wins. He opens his mouth and says, "You're a bitch," and Batman's done.
Like, cry about this.
I'm glad they have Black Bolt winning on here, and I'm happy about that.
Batman's out in the first round.
Most of the people suck off Batman for about 4 rounds. Wonder Woman versus Ghost Rider.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, I agree. Sentry versus Captain America.
Sentry.
Sentry's powerful.
Yes.
Sentry's amazing.
He can take the Hulk on 1-on-1.
He has taken the Hulk on
He
101, and he has the power of what, 1,000,000 exploding suns or something like that.
Yeah, but he's insane
Yes.
and forgets who he is.
Hulk versus Daredevil. That's a 1 versus a 16. It has to be Hulk.
Yeah, Daredevil
Right.
ain't got much going for him there.
Scarlet Witch versus Raven.
That's a good one.
I mean, you know where I'm going, but
You're
not
going Scarlet.
not just because I love Scarlet, but I think she would come out on top because she could alter the probability of Raven's hexes.
That's true. That's true.
Dr. Fate and Spider-Man.
Dr. Fate?
Yes.
Is that even a question?
Hands down. Thor and Iron Man.
Thor.
Pure power. Green Lantern and Nova.
That's actually a fair one.
I'm not going Kid Nova either.
No,
This is like the old Nova.
Yeah. I can't remember his name, but exactly.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm sure they picked Green Lantern, but
They did. I think Green Lantern would win it too. It depends on which one, though.
well, it depends if it's the
I imagine
Nova.
they're referencing Hal Jordan, Green Lantern.
It depends if Nova has the whole Nova Force in him.
Yeah.
Like in Annihilation, the whole Nova Force gets wiped out, and he absorbs all the power.
And he's just all powerful.
Yeah,
Let's go with Nova.
I feel like that Nova could be Green Lantern.
Because I think that Nova could burst through any construct that Green Lantern puts up.
Yeah,
Okay. Dr. Manhattan versus Rorschach.
Dr. Manhattan.
Martian Manhunter versus the Vision. Martian Manhunter comes out on top. He's just a better overall fighter.
Yeah, I mean they've like almost the same power.
Vision
sort of.
doesn't have mental capabilities.
But again,
then
Vision
again,
doesn't have
Vision doesn't have a mentality to invade.
Yeah,
That's a tough one.
That would be a tough one. I feel like Manhunter's just more physically powerful.
I think so. Yeah.
And
he watched his whole world die, so he kind of knows.
yeah, he's fighting for something.
Yeah. Vision just.
It depends on what Vision.
Yeah. I
And the
guess you're right
Vision
there,
who
too.
like doesn't remember anything, or
Silver Surfer versus Wolverine. Silver Surfer.
it wasn't even a question.
Dormammu versus Ra's al Ghul.
Dormammu,
Yeah.
hands down.
Sinestro versus Carnage. Sinestro.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom versus Mr. Sinister. Doctor Doom.
Who's Mr. Sinister?
Mr. Sinister was the clone guy. He was a Marvel villain for a while in the 90s.
Oh,
Did you ever play the Deadpool game?
no.
He's the final boss in the Deadpool game.
No, I didn't.
Magneto versus Solomon Grundy.
Oh, is he like blue?
He's like gray. He almost looks like a vampire, to be honest
Okay,
with you.
yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
Magneto, Solomon Grundy.
Solomon Grundy.
See, I don't know. I think what
I love Grundy.
I think
that
Grundy's
one's
too
biased.
stupid. I think Magneto could just trap him.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't stop Grundy.
Yes, you can. You can trap him and he'd be stopped.
Yeah, I guess. I'm sure Magneto won.
Magneto did win on here, but I'll fold for you if you want Grundy, because I don't think he'll beat Doctor Doom next round anyway.
I feel like Grundy needs more love, but whatever.
Ares versus Bane.
Ares, he's a god.
He is a god, yes. Loki, Gorilla Grodd.
Gorilla Grodd.
Loki wins.
Oh,
How does Gorilla Grodd beat Loki?
I don't know. It depends. I don't know. Gorilla Grodd's he's always has some like plan.
It doesn't matter. Loki's the god of mischief. If you're going by the Ares Bane standards, you got to go Loki's a god too.
I guess.
Absorbing Man and Catwoman.
Absorbing Man.
100%. Phoenix and the Red Skull.
Phoenix.
Yes. Deathstroke and Apocalypse. Ultron versus Venom. Ultron,
Certainly,
obviously.
certainly.
Zod versus the Juggernaut. I think it has to be Zod.
It has to be Zod, but that'd be interesting.
This is a good one. Lex Luthor versus the Brainiac.
I'm gonna go with. It depends if Luthor has any like prior planning, you know. It's almost like the Batman conundrum.
They have Lex Luthor winning. I think Brainiac wins that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I would go Brainiac.
Black Adam versus Sandman. Black Adam. Super Skrull versus Lobo.
Super Skrull.
I'll give you that one. Bizarro versus Abomination.
Bizarro.
Because I don't think Abomination can out-trick him.
I doubt it.
Joker versus Doomsday.
Oh.
Doomsday, definitely.
Definitely the Joker.
No. All right, let's go back over to the other side now. We have Superman versus Namor for round 2.
Superman.
Doctor Strange versus Captain Marvel.
Doctor Strange.
I don't know. It's still that cosmic.
It is, but it's not the cosmic power. It's the Kree supreme intelligence, I think. Isn't that, or he's got those power bands.
I think you're thinking of Quasar. Stop bringing Quasar into this.
I don't know. I get so confused.
Are you thinking of like when he used to clash these bands together and transform back into Rick Jones?
Yeah. What Captain Marvel are we talking about? The one that
I don't know what we're talking about. It might be his son. Either way, we'll go with Doctor Strange.
Okay. Doctor Strange. Then.
Professor Xavier and the Black Bolt.
Black Bolt?
I think so too. I think Black Bolt Sonics could crush anything in his head.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Xavier could just turn off his speech. Like,
I don't know. Because his speech is his power.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going Black Bolt.
You would.
I have to.
I know. It's fine.
Wonder Woman versus Sentry.
Sentry
still wins. Incredible Hulk versus Scarlet Witch.
Hulk. I feel like.
You think pure power? You think she couldn't turn his own power against him?
I feel like Wanda would have a good chance, but.
You think Hulk comes out on top?
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. Dr. Fate versus Thor.
I'm gonna go with Thor.
I feel like you could just Dr. Fate's just a lightning rod at that point.
That helmet.
Nova versus Dr. Manhattan.
Dr. Manhattan.
Martian Manhunter versus Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer.
Dormammu versus Doctor Doom.
Oh, that's a
no, never mind. We're not there yet.
Oh.
Dormammu versus Sinestro.
Dormammu.
Yeah, I have that too. Doctor Doom versus Solomon Grundy.
Solomon Grundy.
No, I gave you the last one.
Solomon Grundy.
You can't expect Solomon Grundy to beat Doctor Doom.
I can.
No, you can't. Loki versus Ares. I think Loki comes out on top.
Maybe.
He's the god of deception.
Ares is the god of war.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't win war without deception.
Deep. That's deep.
Yes,
that's deep.
That's what we bring here.
Okay.
Absorbing Man versus Phoenix.
Wow. Absorbing Man.
I mean, the only person that's ever brought an Absorbing Man to his pinnacle, to his max, was Sentry. Sentry knocked out Absorbing Man because Absorbing Man couldn't absorb that much. You think Phoenix is more powerful than...
Phoenix is definitely more powerful than Sentry.
So, Phoenix beats Absorbing Man then?
Because isn't the Phoenix like a cosmic god?
Yes, something like that.
Yeah.
So Phoenix wins?
Yes.
Okay. Ultron versus Apocalypse. I think Apocalypse, for just the basis that Ultron's more logical. Like, everything Ultron has to do has to be somewhere in logic.
And Apocalypse would just crush him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with Apocalypse. That's fair.
Brainiac versus Zod.
I can go with Brainiac.
I think I'll run the Brainiac train, too. Who do we pick for Lobo Super Skrull?
Super Skrull. I did.
All right, Super Skrull versus Black Adam. Black Adam has to win
Yes, certainly.
that. And Doomsday versus Bizarro.
Doomsday.
Or Bizarro versus or Bizarro versus Joker, depending on who you chose for the first one.
I'm gonna go Doomsday.
Okay. Back to what is this? Our final 8.
Yes, I think.
We have Superman versus Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange wins. Magic.
Yeah, hands
Superman
down.
has no.
That's his
has
weakness.
no defense against magic. We have Black Bolt, or no, we have Professor X versus Sentry.
Sentry.
I think Sentry does. He's too crazy to be controlled by his mental capacities.
Yeah, because he doesn't have any.
Incredible Hulk versus Thor. Thor.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think so.
See, it's so hard when they're like
Just power on power.
yeah, like
I think Thor beats it out of him somehow.
I feel like Thor would tire before the Hulk.
I don't think it's a tiring aspect. I think more Thunder is going to be into it than power. The electricity might do something too.
Maybe. I mean, that's fair.
We have to come up with an answer here.
I know. That's that. Oh God, I'm sorry. That's well, I'll go with Thor. I'll jump on that.
All right.
That makes sense.
Silver Surfer, Dr. Manhattan.
See that?
This is you because I'm not familiar with any of the Watchmen.
Well, Dr. Manhattan's like he's omnipotent. Like he can create life. He can destroy life.
So there's no reason to be in this then.
Yeah,
He already won.
There's like no downside.
So he already won this.
Yeah, I mean,
So he beat Silver Surfer, obviously. Okay. Back to the other side. We have Dormammu versus Doctor Doom. I think it has to be Doctor Doom.
Dormammu.
Doctor Doom's too smart.
Yeah, but I feel like Dormammu has more power.
I'll give that one to you. Loki versus
I
Phoenix.
sound so upset about
Loki
it.
versus Phoenix.
Jeez, Phoenix.
Phoenix wins. Brainiac versus Apocalypse. I have to go with Apocalypse again.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't know how to vote against Apocalypse.
He's a bad dude.
Yeah. Doomsday versus Black Adam.
Black Adam.
I think Black Adam come out on top of that too. Now we're down to a what? Now it's the final 8. The last was the final 16.
Oh, jeez.
My bad.
It's okay.
No. Yeah, no.
Math is not our strong point.
Now we're Doctor Strange versus Sentry. That's tough. I just think Sentry's too powerful. I think Sentry just destroys him.
Yeah, but I mean...
Because Sentry has types of magic, too.
Yeah, but I feel like Doctor Strange could trap him into another dimension or something. Like,
I mean, I
like,
guess so. You want to go Doctor
like,
Strange?
yeah.
Because obviously he's not beating Dr. Manhattan anyway.
Yeah. We'll go with Doctor Strange.
Well, then we have Dr. Manhattan versus Thor or the Incredible Hulk, whichever one we chose. Dr. Manhattan will obviously wins.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
And then we have Dr. Manhattan versus Sentry or Doctor Strange. Dr. Manhattan is obviously the winner of that side of the bracket, correct?
Yes.
And then on this side, we have Black Adam versus Apocalypse.
That'd
That'd be a badass one to see.
That would be awesome. I'm gonna have to pull for Apocalypse.
I
again.
think Apocalypse has to overcome it too. Black Adam's so powerful, but I think Apocalypse just has those extra who knows.
Yeah.
Because you don't really know what's coming. And then we have Phoenix, Dormammu.
Phoenix.
You pick Phoenix?
I pick Phoenix.
They have Dormammu on here.
Really?
Yeah. And then we have Black Adam versus Phoenix. Or no, Apocalypse versus Phoenix.
That'd be a hell of a fight.
Man, we need to write that.
We do.
I don't know. Because I feel like Apocalypse could just make another dimension or something.
Yeah. That's...
You want to go Phoenix? Hold on, let's just use both of them. Do you think them together, Apocalypse and Phoenix, could beat Dr. Manhattan?
Yes.
Okay, do you think either one of them separately could?
I feel like maybe Phoenix. Maybe.
Well, those are the two that go into the final, and Dr. Manhattan's already there.
Maybe Phoenix.
So if we put Phoenix in there, it's a toss-up.
Yeah. I think.
Alright.
Dr. Manhattan's just too, like, you can't...
I need to read Watchmen. I've never read Watchmen. Blasphemy.
I've only read half of it. I'm going to be honest.
That's weird. Why would you only read half of it?
Because, I don't know. It's when I wasn't really into comics.
I feel you. I wish you know how long this was. How many bars we got?
775.
Spit bars. I'm writing this down. How many?
778 now.
7. I'm writing 780. I think that's gonna be it though. I hope this was a little better than last time.
Yeah, I think it was.
If you listen this far and if you have any objections with this bracket that we just mumbled through,
Yeah, let us know.
let us know.
We'll discuss in full.
Probably. if I feel better. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm still taking another nap after this.
Oh my God.
I'm beat, man. I feel like an old man.
You are an old man.
Thank you for listening.
If
As
you
always,
did.
if you did. If not, well,
It's okay.
You're not listening
You're
anyway.
You're not hurting my feelings.
We'll talk
It's
about
all right.
Deadpool next week.
Hopefully.
We didn't talk about Dina again, so I don't know what you're gonna name this one.
We gotta. You gotta throw something.
Oh
You
man!
gotta, we can't.
All right, listen. This
Oh,
this
boy.
woman
Oh boy.
has a sonic scream that, when she released it, it killed everything around her for 10 miles except for the birds, and now she controls those birds as her army. What's her name?
If it's Swan Song, I'm gonna punch you.
Oh man, Zeppelin. It's Stairway to Heaven. Her name is Stairway to Heaven.
I'm in.
No, it's not.
Oh boy.
She has an army of birds.
She's an army of birds.
Army of birds. And these aren't just like your doves. Like she's close to the sea, so these are seabirds. Like these are gulls.
They're seagulls.
Yes. She has seabirds. There's some albatrosses. There's a couple eagles.
Why don't you just call her albatross?
No, because she has other birds.
Albagull.
Are you just going to put words together
Yes.
until we finish this? Maybe use Sonic's in it somewhere. Bird lady.
Sonagal. Prodigal Sonagal. I don't know.
You all right?
Yeah, I think I had a seizure. You're not very good at this.
I'm not very good at this. You walked in here when you had to make one on a cookie sheet. She will forever be known as Bird Army Lady.
Bird Army Lady.
Bird
That's
Army
the
Lady.
best you got.
That's the best.
That
I
is
got nothing
horrible.
else.
You are bad.
All right. Yeah, it's Bird Army Lady.
Why don't you call her like Feather or something?
That's stupid.
Call her Down.
I fucking hate you. I'm allergic to down.
Well, how's that my fault?
I'm not naming a character. Like, it'd be like naming a character Cat.
What? How about Sonic Down?
No. How about Phoenix Down?
Phoenix Down.
Revive.
Let's call it Revive.
Final Fantasy. Phoenix Down. A good
Yeah.
one. Call it Chocobo.
Chocobo. I feel like that's taken.
No. Copyright that.
Chocagall.
No.
How about Sonya?
Sure.
You're okay with that one?
Sure. How about the hero formerly known as Sonagal?
I'm in.
And
in with
it's
that.
just like a weird, like, strange shape for her name that you can't pronounce. It's like Prince
Could it be like a seagull?
as her thing. You can't pronounce seagull, like the logo. You can't say, "Oh, that's a seagull."
What about like a six-winged seagull?
Octagull.
Octagull. I'm in. That's it.
It's Octagull. Her name's
Octagull.
Octagull.
She controls 8 birds.
Just 8.
Just 8.
8 giant
8
seabirds.
giant seabirds
All right, I'm in.
with 8 wings.
They each have 8 wings.
They each have 8
Does
wings.
she have 8 wings?
She doesn't have any wings.
She doesn't have any wings.
She uses her voice
She
to
rides
fly.
on them.
There you go. She rides them in a battle.
Okay. Hopefully these birds are super powered. It is a pretty shitty character. But yeah, I'm glad we made it through that.
Yeah, look at that.
Thank you for listening to this Octagull. How the fuck do you spell that?
With an O.
You'll figure it out.
It's just going to be a symbol.
Thanks for listening. Let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about,
Wingdings.
because we obviously run out of things and aren't always prepared.
Next week will be okay because I'll have
Hopefully be healthy.
what books we didn't go over of mine this week. We'll have Deadpool. We'll have my books for this week because I already got them, so there's no doubt about that.
Okay. I have my books too.
And
How many books you get?
And we'll have Spider-Man. I got 10.
I got 15.
Or 11.
I got 15. You said I didn't get many books this week. I had 10 books. The amount you get every week.
Shut up. You get like 50.
I don't
50
like
a day.
it. I don't like it.
And we'll have Spider-Man next week, hopefully.
What do you mean Spider-Man?
The movie.
That comes out next weekend.
Yeah, it was the 5th. Right? No, maybe it's not.
Well, then we would have that in 2 weeks.
Hold on. I don't even know what day I'm in.
Don't worry about it. We'll figure this out later. Either way, we'll definitely have Deadpool to go over. We'll have our books. We'll have news, and I'll have a new character.
Sounds good.
Thank you for listening. Happy birthday to Maya, even though she doesn't listen.
Happy birthday.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Aren't you going to do?
As always, look out for Octagull.